Now here I'm showing you in slow motion what is exactly happening. You can clearly see the gunmen, both of them, in the lower left-hand corner. There's the muzzle flash. And then the cameraman moves his phone. Now I'm going back and forth to clearly show you that these two individuals in the lower left-hand corner, one was dressed as a police officer. It seems the other was dressed possibly as a security guard. And they both moved in and they started firing at these people in the crowd, almost at point blank range. This guy here, you can clearly see his shirt is full of blood. He's been shot in the chest. And then who do you see coming into the picture? In the left-hand side is the shooter dressed as a police officer. He clearly has a gun in his right hand, and he's dressed as a Las Vegas Metro police officer. You see him looking back at the crowd, and then he kind of ducks out of the way. So there he is, right there. Kind of nonchalant, not worrying about anything. He hears gunshots. He sees people dropping, and he just kind of slowly moves away. Now, the guns that were being used on the floor of this concert, these were smaller caliber weapons, 9mm, 40 caliber, MP5s, folks. That's exactly what these guys were using. They could just easily hide these weapons. Some of them are compact enough where you can whip them out and bingo, start firing. And the sound that is on the video is not a high caliber 223 round, such as, the M16 or the higher caliber weapon that they are portraying that this man used up in the hotel room. You could see the muzzle flash. You could see the first guy raise the weapon, fire. You see the muzzle flash. Now, I'm going to stop this real quick here. Now, it looks like these people are running directly in front of the cameraman, but in actuality, again, remember, this guy is zooming in, so it kind of looks like he is right there, but he's probably, a good 20 or 30 feet behind what is actually happening right in front of him. Now, I'm going to go all the way back. We're going to take this in slow motion, and I already have it in slow motion. So right here, you can see this guy crouching down. He's already getting in his position to start firing. When he raises the weapon, you're going to see him start to fire. Then he turns his whole body to the right as he sprays the crowd. That is a typical maneuver when using these small tactical weapons. They have short barrels on them. They are made for close firing situations, and he does exactly what I'm saying. You just have to watch very carefully. The man that was filming this kind of moves away a little bit, but you can clearly see this guy dressed as a security officer or a cop spray this crowd. And then you're going to see people dropping on the ground as they're trying to run away. Those shots are being fired from somewhere else. You're going to see two young ladies hit probably in the back, and they literally get up and try to get away. But let's take a look at this. See, he already has the gun raised. You see the gun right here where my cursor is. There's the weapon in his hand. He has his arm cocked. He's looking over to the left, and he is surveying his victims. The other cop is standing right here. Right there. These two individuals laid these people out. Watch. Slow motion. He's raising the gun. There's the other cop. Now here's where the video starts to go a little blurry because the guy is moving. The guy that's filming this is moving. I have this in reverse to show you these two individuals in the lower left. You can see the muzzle flash. You could see him coming up, raising the firearm, and basically opening fire on people. Going to run through this again in some slow motion so you can see this. You can see people already starting to run. Here comes the gunman, both of them raising their weapons, firing directly into the crowd. There's your shooter, one of them. Let's just go ahead and take that back. Let's get a clear look at this guy. There he is. Now, part of his face is pixelized because of the movement of the camera, it being zoomed in, and the very poor quality. But this is a typical Las Vegas police officer uniform, long sleeves, beige uniform. All of these cops in Las Vegas, they wear the reflective vest when they're on duty on the ground. Now, you see him look back real quick, but this guy, he's not worried about getting shot. You know why? Because he has the gun. Now, in the background, you can hear a higher caliber weapon being fired from a further distance. You don't hear that real close rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. You don't hear that. You hear a gun being fired from a further distance. Let's just step back just a little bit, see if we can catch it again. Right there, you could hear what sounds like a much higher caliber assault rifle, possibly, a .223 caliber. There's no doubt about it, folks. There was multiple people firing down into this crowd. So we're going to go ahead and just play that one more time. Listen very carefully. You'll hear the deeper sound of the gunfire. You're not going to hear the close-up rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, because those initial shots, the cameraman was close by the actual gunfire. So listen. Now, You hear the other gunshots from the higher caliber assault rifle, and then you start hearing the smaller caliber, which sounds exactly like an MP5. There's just no doubt about it, folks. I've shot the guns before, the H&K MP5. It is a favorite weapon of all SWAT teams, all tactical teams, and yes, these contractors. Now, I'm going to back this up just a little bit, because you're going to see this girl and this girl, they both get shot, but they get shot from behind, and they both drop straight to the ground. But apparently their injuries weren't life-threatening at this moment, and they were actually able to get up and run away. But let's watch it. Now, once again, in slow motion, we're going to see these people running. They're all trying to run. Here comes the gunman raising his gun. There's the shooter dressed as a police officer. You could see them both crouching. There's the initial gunshot. You see the flash. They're firing and they're spraying the crowd. Now I'm backing the video up here just to show you the motion of the shooter right here. And then the cameraman moves. You know, I don't blame him. They were firing. And I'm sure by now he knows that he caught this video. And this is pretty damning. Now here's the gentleman in the white cowboy hat. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this back a little bit. You can see he was shot in the chest. I'm going to try to stop it right where we need to be. Right there. You can see now the guy has a white shirt on with some darker color. But right here you can see his arm bent over. He's holding his chest. He's already been shot in the chest. He's trying to get away. Excuse me. And there's our shooter dressed as a police officer. He's kind of pixelated because, again, the video is moving around.